We're casting off. The push. What's up, everybody? And welcome to another exciting episode of The Push, presented by Bodyslam.net. I am your co-host, Dom Allen, along with the owner / boss / FA of Bodyslam.net, Mr. Cassidy Haynes. What's going on with you over there, brother? You all right? You spazzing out on me?
I fucked up my computer. Fix it.
Come on, man.
I didn't hear anything.
5 seconds without throwing a bomb on you.
I didn't hear anything you said after the intro because I accidentally clicked the wrong thing and it echoed and I had to terminate at the terminate. But we got this. But hold on. What's this?
Don't worry. It was fantastic. It was
Let's
wonderful.
do this. What's this?
Yo. What is up, boys? How you doing?
What's up, man? Hello. Thanks for popping on.
We pivoted to a 3-person show like that instantly. Flawlessly, too. A flawless transition.
Dude, look at that transition.
What's going on, man? It's nice to formally meet you. This is the first time that we're actually getting to talk, and welcome to our show, The Push.
It is awesome to be on The Push. You know, I love getting the push, man. Like being a professional wrestler, getting the push is what you need to get done.
So the reason for the season tonight is we're here to talk about what just happened on Dynamite. But for those who don't know who the franchise player is,
my man B Double.
That's right, B Double in the house, ladies and gentlemen. I am the host of the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast. Joined this awesome network, Bodyslam.net. You can watch us at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on this channel right here.
All right, so we're going to try to get out of here so you can get on too, by the way.
Exactly. You know, Cass, look, I noticed the other day you were going...
See? We talked about that earlier. I was like, man, we got to get to where you see your face more, and then we saw all of you right there, bro.
We saw everything, saw the belts and everything in the background. So you were doing a giveaway, and we decided to do the same giveaway.
That's right. I'm glad you said it. Dom, we need to push our giveaway real quick, and then we'll do yours too. So, win my stuff. You can win our this Edge Funko of mine. And we'll have more stuff later to give away. But all you got to do is subscribe to the network so that way you can catch all of our shows. And there's a tweet. It's pinned. Just put a picture up, show that you subscribe, and you guys are entered. And Dom will pick the winner sometime whenever we decide we've got enough entrants. I mean, we're just trying to get as many people as we can to try to win.
I'll pick it this week. I actually thought that you were going to pick the winner since it's yours.
I'm not good. I don't want to be accused of being biased
Friday
because
night.
I know everybody.
Friday
night
night
happens. I can't pick stuff unless I go to a randomizer because people be like, "You're biased," and I'm like, "Nah."
We already have a lot of subscribers that reached out on the Twitter to enter the contest. If it's up to me, I'm going to put the deadline at after Rampage on Friday. You have until after Rampage on Friday to jump in to win this Edge Funko Pop, hand delivered by the Hefe himself.
It'll be aired. It'll be shipped by the U.S. Postal Service, but close enough.
But B Double, what's your giveaway you guys got going on?
So check it out, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna do this. I just recently came into a box, and when I mean a box, I mean a box of like 500 DVDs. Just like I found like an old Portland wrestling from like 1981 to 1996, a VHS tape. Like who has a VHS tape these days?
I got a bunch of them behind me, man.
I knew you were gonna say that.
New blood on the block here to go with your name there. But
Hold
it's this old WCW VHS.
I love dated technology. I keep
my wife has a cassette
some
tape.
old
What?
school. That's some old
God.
school. It's a little Tupac on there.
I don't
know.
You're dropping shit too. I like it. We're on brand tonight. Everybody's filling in great.
See, ladies and gentlemen, that right there is the old school.
That's great. So you giving away a DVD or something?
It's not even. My brother used to have one of the boom boxes that had the dual cassette tapes, so you could record. So we used to make mixtapes back on the cassette. So it's got some Tupac on it. It's not so there's a little bit of everything on there, but at this point it's purely for decoration because I mean, who's going to listen to it on a cassette? You got everything on the phone.
You never know, man. In this day and age, you never know. But what I'm going to do is this: I'm going to join Cass in giving away some really cool shit. I mean, Dom's giving away that cassette.
Dom set the lead for us, man. He gave away shit last time, so now we had to follow in his footsteps now.
Oh, so you're the one that started this, Dom. Okay.
Yeah, he started. He set the precedent, bro. It's all his fault.
So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give away WrestleMania 22.
I love that.
Check it out, though. Check it out. It
That's
gets
a
better.
gem.
It's the dual cassette. It's the dual disc. Wait. How many discs are in there? Oh my God! Wait,
4,
is that
6?
4 discs in there? Oh,
That's all the
but you know what else I'm
discs.
gonna do, ladies and gentlemen? If you go like, click, and subscribe right now, I mean, like 2 minutes ago, go like, click, and subscribe 2 minutes ago. We want you to be part of this. I'm gonna also give out WrestleMania.
Ooh.
Look at that,
That's the one I went to.
man.
27, right?
It's 27, 3 disc. 3 discs.
That's the
ladies and
good
gentlemen.
one. That's
So
the
keep in
good one.
mind, WrestleMania 22. WrestleMania 22. Look, boom, right there.
I'll tell you what,
Right
B-Bay.
here. Boom. That's 2
B-Double,
giveaways. Plus an awesome Funko Pop, ladies and gentlemen. You better go like, click, and subscribe like 2
Crazy.
hours ago.
I'll match you right now, and I'll tell you what. If there's a lot of demand for that WrestleMania 22 DVD, I'll match it with my own copy of WrestleMania 22 on DVD, which I have the exact same one.
Man, that's 3
I
DVDs.
got 27 on Blu-ray, but I think I'm keeping that one because I was at it. So I got it, and it's the best one because Miz is in the main event, guys.
Right, man.
Right.
And that was Rock. And that was over Rock and Cena too. I mean, like
Before
was like that was Triple H and Taker. Like, come on, man.
That's the only WrestleMania I've been to, by the way, and I'm happy with that being a giveaway. Yeah.
You know,
did anybody notice my shirt? Effie's emo shirt that I picked up. Look at that, Jim Effie, my dude Effie. I've been putting over him on the Twitter gimmick. Bought that. I ran into Effie in Times Square.
Say what?
Running into somebody. I go to Times Square before, like Thursday before emo fight. Just chilling out. I'm gonna go get 6 hours of touristy shit in, right? Go to Times Square, walk around, decide to go to the comic book store, hang a right. You know what I do? Bump into 2 people I know, Effie and Cole Radrick. I'm like, guys, what the fuck is this?
Wow.
And we're all just confused as shit to see people we know in the middle of Times Square. And this is the first time I've ever been to New York, so that was just they were getting chicken fingers. But whatever. I was going to check out comics, but you know what I mean. Ran into people I know, so I bought this shirt.
Talk about New York.
Yeah.
Real quick. Hold on.
House of Glory Wrestling is reborn.
We're doing Ospreay, right?
In New York. Yeah, Will Ospreay versus Amazing Red. The last time I was in New York, it was myself and Black G's, who's currently on NWA Power. We've been doing this long-running feud with Brian XL and Amazing Red. And we were fighting all over Oregon, Washington, California, and they finally brought us in the House of Glory. And look, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you guys are hip up on the kayfabe. In New York, it's serious, man. It is serious. I mean, I've been to Japan, I've been to Germany, I've wrestled in a freaking aircraft carrier in Guam for the USO. I mean, it was crazy stuff over the last 29 years. I've done a whole bunch of crazy stuff. Kayfabe is so real in New York. Again, we're all in the car together. And it's like snowing. And Brian pulls over like 4 blocks from the fucking venue and says, "Get out." And I'm like, "What do you mean get out?" He's like, "Get out." I'm like, "It's like a foot of snow." He's like, "Yeah, but we can't let you be seen with
Kayfabe,
us."
bro. Kayfabe.
Yeah, man. You gotta sell that. You gotta live that gimmick, man.
Bro, man. Me and G's walked 4
I was gonna say,
blocks.
what did G's do? Was he like cool about it, or was he like, hell no?
Jesus was like, whatever, man, let's go. I mean, Jesus like me. He like, we're just like, whatever. We're for the show. Whatever we can do for the show.
You seen him work a lot, haven't you, Don? In Philly, because he's a Philly. He does a lot of Philly stuff, right?
Funny thing is, he doesn't know it, but G's lives like minutes away from me. Because I follow him on social media.
Serious?
Yeah, he follows one of the attorneys I work with on Instagram, and I was like, "Oh, who is this dude? He's a wrestler." That's how I found out about G's. Was actually not even through anything wrestling. It was like, "Oh, this dude follows Prince," and then I came across him, and I was like, just following his social media. I was like, "Wait a minute, this dude lives like down the block."
I'm gonna text him and be like, "Bro, why are you stalking my host?"
He don't follow me. He doesn't know me from Adam, but
he's about to follow you tonight, though. You are.
He did an interview for an old podcast of ours, like years ago, like a long time ago. One of my old shows before when I wasn't part of it, I had other people doing it that I didn't.
Oh, that's cool.
But he's a good guy.
Yeah, Jesus is real cool to do stuff like that. I mean, like, him and Homicide. I would say that I have a Mount Rushmore. My personal Mount Rushmore, the guys that I idolize, that helped me in the business.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because like the guys I work with, they're always like, dude, you're such an asshole when you're in the locker room because I book the show, I run the show, I'm doing everything. So don't talk to me. I'm trying to run the show.
Right.
Oh, and then I have to wrestle too, you know. So I'm known as the guy who's not so nice, you know.
Very Jack Spade of you.
Yeah, exactly. So I get up one morning and I shoot a text to Black G's. I shoot a text to Homicide. I shoot a text to Eddie Kingston, right? And I'm just like, hey man, look, I just want to let you guys know that I totally appreciate everything you guys have ever done for me in the course of my career. I'm humbled that you guys have taken your time. I'm Kevin Sullivan. I'm humbled that you guys have taken your time out to be either my partner or my mentor, but just be my friend. You guys have helped me evolve in this industry. Thank you. Homicide sends me a text back. You good, bro? Question mark. I'm like, yeah, I'm fine, man. I just can't show my gratitude for you guys.
Right.
2 minutes later,
Just making sure you're not going through some shit,
exactly.
man. Like that's good that he's checking on you, man.
2 minutes later, Jesus is like, bro, you need me to come talk to you? You need me to call you? I'm like, dude, like, what is it? So those are kind of guys that you
awesome.
you know you treasure in this business. And whenever you want them on the show, man, let me know.
Hey, anytime you want to bring them on, man, I'd love to talk to those guys again. I got to see Homicide Friday or Wednesday at just for a second because he did his run in at Dynamite last week. I was there. That was
so
awesome. And I was trying to book back my flight up to see Friday night show to see him and Suzuki, but it wasn't financially feasible for me to do that. So I ended up only being able to see Thursday night's GCW show. So I missed it. But yeah, I was hoping to see that. But yeah, that's awesome.
Denise Salcedo is like she's an announcer for GCW in there in California, right?
Yeah. Denise, she's a friend of mine. I haven't seen her since Chicago, and I was
she put you over on her show the other day. Her and Luke Owens, they put you over on the Wrestle Talk.
Hey, nice.
Apparently you're the water guy.
Dude, yeah. Oh my god, man. Thunder Rosa was upset too. Did you see Thunder Rosa comment on the tweet? She was just shaking. I missed Thunder Rosa's match because I was in line to get water and it took forever. It was so hot. We were all dying. And I ended up being right behind Kate. Like, it was funny because I'm standing in line, there's one person between us, and I'm texting Kate, and she's not paying attention. She hasn't got my text yet. And then I see Sean coming. I'm like, oh, that's definitely Kate. So I just slide up, and I'm just like, I get right into the conversation. They don't know I'm there. Then we're all hanging out. But then it just keeps going and keeps going. And then they all give up. I'm like, I'll just get everything for you. I've been here for 35, 45 minutes. I'm not going to not get water at this point. And I was like one person away from the counter too. You know what I mean? Like I could touch it. So I was like, I'm just going to keep waiting, even though Danielson's music had hit at this point. And I was like, Kate, how many do you want? So I got like 5 waters plus mine. And I didn't spill hardly any of it too, getting back to their seats. It was amazing. They didn't have water carriers either.
Wait.
So I
gotta stop you. You missed
all of them.
You missed Bryan Danielson. That was like the whole point.
Intro.
Yeah, but still, that was like the whole point of why you said you needed to go to New York.
I saw the match. I just missed the intro. I mean, they were in the ring by the time I got out there with the water, and I'm like, oh god, because they were literally trying to carry 6 waters, and they were the big ones too. The lady
so funny because
they're like.
Sean Ross Sapp was so adamant about he was going off about the water on the podcast, and I was like, "What?" I was gonna text you like, "What the hell is the water story?"
I saved everybody. Everybody was so thirsty. Right? Everybody was so thirsty, and I'm like, "I got it, guys. I'm already here. I'm not gonna give up." But it was so much water to carry. I didn't spill it. I was so happy, but I couldn't get down the steps, so I had to hit Kate. Like, you're gonna have to come get this water.
They had no water, and like Sean was saying, they had no water, like no drink carriers and like that.
No drink carriers. I had to take like a hot dog carrier, one of those little like hot dog things, and try to fit all the waters in that, and then put them on my arm. And then I had like 2 of them between that. Literally, I was carrying 6 water. It was insane. It was insane how I can't believe I got it there. But
the funny thing about
I apologize to Thunder Rosa for missing the elevation match. I apologize to everybody for missing their intros and everybody else.
She's an OG homie of the show.
They put you over, though, man.
She was disappointed. I'm glad. I mean, I wasn't going to – I know I needed water. So I know they did too. And I was right there. And I mean, doesn't bother me. I'll carry it. I'm already here, you know. But yeah, that was something. They weren't staffed or something. It was terrible.
I just jumped on with you guys because my guy is getting ready to we're going to do our 8:00 show here on our
Bang
show.
it out, brother.
I just saw something that's totally like I was at work. I work for Television News Network, so I've been at work all day. When we're dealing with, like I was telling you earlier, Cass, we're dealing with fires and stuff here.
Yeah.
But are you kidding me? Bray Wyatt shows up and you didn't scoop this?
He showed up where?
There's a quote from Justin Lee says, honestly, the show would have been better. Wasn't expecting Wyatt to debut.
Oh no, he didn't. He didn't.
Oh,
he didn't.
No.
All right,
So
I was about to say, oh,
yeah,
man, here we go.
no. That didn't
Well,
No,
happen.
he was saying he
No,
wasn't, even though he
rumors.
wasn't expecting Wyatt to debut, he still expected the show to be better. Because everybody wrote that up to date that he wasn't there, and I'd heard the same thing that he's not.
Yeah, I don't even know if those were rumors.
I think his non-compete still got another 30 days.
So
I think people were just hoping that was going to happen.
I think they were just hoping because of Brodie's hometown.
Yeah.
Right.
And
because honestly, it's been must-see. It's been must-see TV.
That was the one I sat on because I didn't want to spoil. Was the Sammy thing because I'd heard that.
I'm gonna shoot a text.
I didn't get Jason any water. Do you see our buddy Jason in the comments? Here's the thing, Jay. You weren't in line, man. You disappeared. I didn't see you in line with everybody, brother. I'm sorry. If you'd been there, I would have thrown the water on my back and put it on my head. Whatever it would have taken, I would have gotten you one too.
So I'm gonna change your name on my phone to the super over water boy.
Boy, I made sure people were hydrated, man. I didn't want people to not be hydrated.
Doing the job.
I was gonna say, if you're the water boy, does that make me Captain Insane now?
Dude, you're not tall enough.
Oh man, at least
I'm taller than all y'all guys, man. I got the height and I got the hair. I mean, come on, man.
You don't have to say it.
Wow.
Sorry.
Wow.
But yeah, Jay called me out on it. Jay trying to heal me on the water story. Look at this guy.
I sure did.
Yeah. Why don't we actually
talk about
Dynamite?
Yeah, because I got a spoiler right now that just totally blew my mind. So I'm gonna go ahead and get ready for my show.
Yeah, thank you for jumping on. It's so much to finally get to talk to you.
It's awesome. Now everybody knows. Tell everybody how to find you, by the way, too, before you dip out. Tell them your Twitter, push you on everything so we know how to do it.
You can find me on the Twitter machine. You can just go ahead and just put at the Bad Blood Brand. That is BADDBLOODBRAND. You can find me there. You can find us on the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast live on this network every Wednesday night, Monday and Wednesday nights. And you know what? We're dropping Fridays too. I'm gonna have some cool interviews. I was gonna say I'm gonna make a text. I got a secret inside, but I'm gonna go ahead and give you a little bit of insight right here.
Ooh, here we go. You guys paying attention?
My brother has been married to the Buck's sister for since they were like in HRW. We're talking high risk wrestling, backyard wrestling up in California. I've known the Bucks since they were Mr. Instant Replay and Slick Nick. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a deep cut right there.
Those guys are awesome. They're
love Mr. Instant Replay. That's such a great.
As a matter of fact, I've known those guys so goddamn long that they've actually and Dustin
guys,
and Brandon Cutler.
Yo, I love Cutler.
I love Cutler too.
I love
him and his wife.
Him more and more.
They got me the hooked up on the Jordans too. So.
Yeah, very sharp. I got the low top version of those, man.
Oh,
I got low top.
Before you go, I know you gotta go. But since you bring up sneakers, I just got the Moonlights that dropped, the Jordan Moonlights, and I love the Elite have gotten me back into my love for sneakers. To be honest with you, I think StockX should be paying them.
Dude, StockX needs to be a sponsor.
They might be
free shoes.
But before you go, who had
a good friend?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I got a good friend that's works for the COO of Nike, so
cool.
I've been getting like these cool deals. Like I got a pair of Jordans, $450 pair of Jordans for like $75. So
I'm gonna be hollering to you here in a little bit about some kicks, bro. Don't worry about that.
180 pair of shoes in my closet.
I'm gonna be like, hey man, I need to put in an order for your boy over here because I need some more. So yeah, that's interesting. Good to know.
You're shutting down the lights in here with your news. But who had the coolest sneaks on tonight's Dynamite from the Elite?
Oh man,
I honestly wasn't paying attention.
I'm gonna say Nick.
You like that? Okay. I was a sucker for Kenny's with the Miami flow that he had going on because he had the.
You know, those guys are sick and ridiculous with their Jordan fanatics. Like, they got me so messed up, bro. Like I was like, ooh.
I was hoping to run into him at Times Square shoe shopping. I was out. I was hoping to do it, but
scuff of sneakers.
Right? I was hoping to see him. I was like, I know they're gonna be out, so I was out trying to find them. Didn't.
But yeah, man, you guys have a great show.
Thanks, man. Thanks so much for coming on
over my show as well, ladies and
gentlemen.
Good
to have you a part of the network, man.
Hey, I'm glad to be part of the network, ladies and gentlemen. Watch bodyslam.net. We got news, we got interviews, we got podcasts like up the wazoo, man. We got funny dudes like the three of us on here today, plus my guy Chemical Julian, my boy Tony DeBurns. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, if you want these DVDs
and the Funko,
you want that Funko Pop and Dom's DVD. Go like, click, and subscribe.
All our shit. Win all our shit, guys.
That's right. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I am out. Deuces.
See you,
Thanks, brother.
All
He's
right,
the man.
Yeah,
that was so
I
nice.
love it, man.
Love getting to talk.
Yeah, it's great,
and
man.
I was excited to get to talk to him. I don't know what's going on with this light, but it's bothering me. Anyway,
right.
I was really excited when he jumped onto the network.
Yeah, man.
But just that few-minute conversation, I was like, I didn't realize just how much I was going to really get.
Bro, this guy's got stories. I love it.
Well,
he's
told me that
story time.
But he just seems like such a nice guy to talk to.
He fits right in. He fits right in, man. And what's going to be great is because we're going to start doing these post shows for every show, right? And we'll be much more organized, of course. We're still the most unorganized group on the internet, but we're gonna fucking tighten this ship up, guys. But we're gonna start doing these post shows, and then we'll have all the guys that can bounce on and do them when they can, and it's gonna be interchangeable. So we'll get to see all our personalities intermingle with everybody, and everybody will get used to the crew. So that's the plan eventually. But let's just do it. Let's dive into tonight's Dynamite, man. Let's do it. Let's kick it off.
Start it off. You know what?
I got notes out the gate, right?
I got
notes tonight.
I got notes.
I love it. I love it.
It started out with I feel like everybody who comes into AEW, their first person they want to wrestle is either Darby Allin or Jungle Boy. Yeah. And that's not a bad thing. I mean, that's got to be a glowing compliment to both of them. But man, that match was awesome. The reverse Hurricane Rana was awesome, but then the Cole Hurricane Rana off the apron onto the floor had me like all in on the match. Once that hit, then I was like glued to the TV watching. Damn that I love the Super Elite, man. I just love all of them together, man. Just being heels. What do you think about that?
How good was that they even referenced? They kind of referenced my article today. Did you see that?
So. So
they did in their bio.
You want to just get right back into it? You want to jump right into it and talk about what you dropped?
Let's do it. I mean, we let into it.
I was going to say we're 22 minutes into the show at this point. We're not really jumping into it, but
I mean, I don't have anything I can add to that I didn't put in the article, but basically,
to anybody who doesn't know, earlier today, Cass broke a story that basically said that all of the Elite have restraining orders against each other. They haven't talked.
No. Don't you do that shit. People misquote me. I had to go and start. People were like saying some stuff that was a little bit not what I wrote. I had to be like, whoa. That's not exactly what I put. Don't twist my words up because they'll do that. The internet will do that. Reddit will run wild with this shit. I mean, basically what I wrote was that Tony Khan has completely pretty much taken control away from the EVPs as far as creative goes, and that everybody's still encouraged to like pitch their ideas and give suggestions, but creative is absolutely Tony Khan's prerogative now. Cody was of course a regular at the office meetings and all that, but all that is pretty much diminished as well. I got Matt Jackson's EVP role was that he helps Dana now much with the merch, and that Nick is pretty much focused on handling the BET side of things, which is people that were debating that too. Like, why would he just be doing that? That seems unimportant. That's tremendously important. You know how many viewers that thing gets, and it progresses so many storylines for the company.
Exactly.
And it generates incredible amount of revenue. You know what I mean? It's a huge part of this. It's a huge part of the company. I don't know.
And that's
for people to try to diminish that.
For me, that's at least, and for a lot of people, that's must-see TV on Mondays when
every week people are waiting to see what's going to happen. They can't wait what's going to happen, So like to try to devalue that is stupid. Like that's a huge part. So like no, it doesn't mean anything by saying that's what he's handling. Somebody needs to handle that and to be in charge of all that because there's a lot of stuff to put together with that, and I'm sure there's a lot that comes from that. But Kenny Omega, he's now mostly doing the AEW games and working on the gaming side of things as well. His input on the women's matches, and now, the quotes that I was told is basically the EPs are in name only in 2021. They no longer have final say in creative or talent hiring, any of them. TK pulled back on the reins and took that power away from all. So that was one of the quotes I had from sources. Another one I had from a source was that it was stressed to me that Cody doesn't really have much of a relationship with any of the EVPs anymore. The others are still great friends, but Cody is very much on the outside looking in. And take that at what you will. I mean, it doesn't mean they're not getting along. It just means that they don't have time to do what they used to do. I assume that's what I take from that.
Yeah.
I mean,
and
he's got family stuff. He's working on TV. He's working on all his TV stuff. He's got a family now, and they're all doing their own thing. And most of them are on one side of the country and he's on the other. And I'm sure it's not what people are trying to read into it. Yeah. It's not like there's
your listeners that are going to read it and they're just going to assume, oh, that means that they're beefing with each other.
They're beefing.
It's like Cody's got like 2 other shows that he's involved in outside of that.
Everybody has their own things going on.
Plus, homie of the show and host of his own show, The Jabronis, Mr. Mike Butler, chiming in on YouTube. Says, kids, man.
Yeah, I mean, there's other stuff. There's some other stuff that I heard off the record, but there's been all these reports of internal fighting amongst the EVPs, and it is what it is. That's probably going to happen amongst friends, right? I mean, we fight, you and I. How much often do we fight over shit? I think we were fighting about an interview schedule yesterday, right?
So fight. You just tell me what you want to do. I tell you it's ridiculous. You tell me, well, can we do it? And I just don't respond.
Then there you go.
That's not a fight.
It's
not
a fight.
That's how we are.
Yeah, it's whatever. People can take it how they want. People can take it as
it's a rat-a-tat.
Yeah. But that's my thing that I dropped today, and I love the Bucks. It within an hour it changed their bio. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did see that.
It was best tag team of all time, period. Even better EVPs, period. I was like, pretty solid.
Yeah, at first when you sent me the screenshot of that, and I didn't understand what I was looking at first. Like, obviously I knew I was looking at the bio, but I was like, I don't see the significance. What's the symbology here?
What's the symbology? Symbolism. Anyway, that was great. And then they referenced it's not in the show, but that was I love that promo that came after that match. Like, that was a hot opener. Like, that opener reminded me of like WCW. Like,
WCW. Right.
I mean, exactly. It was such a fucking hot banger of an opener to get everybody's attention.
In a good way, by the way. Like,
yeah, I love WCW.
I know.
WCW opened with like a killer cruiserweight match or like a stellar match to open the show like every week. And that's what this was. Like, that was awesome. That was a perfect opener for this almost a pay-per-view. Fucking Dynamite. It was great in my opinion. And in the interview afterwards, I love the promo. Anderson's back. That's good. I was gonna work up something on that.
What's going on with that?
I'll tell you off the air.
Poor Cody, man. Nobody likes Cody right now. According to Cass, you're single-handedly responsible for the downfall of Cody's relationships with everybody else, and I blame you squarely on your shoulders.
I would off the air point out some stuff to you that is actually to blame, but we're not going to go there.
I don't want to know. We're
not going to go there.
You keep ruining my heroes for me by pulling back the curtain. I don't want any more.
I'm like a dollar store version of Dark Side of the Ring to you, right? I just turn the lights out on your life. Welcome to the dark side, motherfucker.
I was gonna say this freaking light, man. All right, I'm just gonna. You know what?
Just turn a flashlight and shine on. Like,
that's good enough.
Podcast.
That's good enough. You don't need
Wayne's World. We're Wayne's World our intro. Let's just do it. Turn your phone over, and just do the Wayne's World gimmick. Since we did it on our intro, just like turn it on.
Shut up. Okay, guys, so welcome to the push.
No. The Leprechaun. Do the Wayne's World.
See, I look way too weird because I got a big nose, so it casts a big shadow when I do this.
Leprechaun. Anyway, we just lost.
People are actually watching this right now. This is bad. All right, guys.
Anyway,
let's get back to.
That promo was hot. Carlin.
Where does Arn Anderson go now? Does he? Because they've kind of
He said some wild shit, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
That was a promo. I was
thinking that too. I'm like, Jesus.
That's a hell of a promo, Arn. Like, geez, bro.
Kind of makes me think that he might be lining up with somebody else.
Does he jump over to the Pinnacle? They're just selling that the storyline dissension of like Cody and the fan, like, because CM Punk was hard selling that the fans were turning on Cody, and CM Punk was really working heel Cody in the commentary tonight. And I think it just Arn selling that like Cody has been doing heel things and acting heelish, and that's why Arn said what he said and acted, made that like, you know what I mean? I think that's more or less what it was selling there, right? Wouldn't you think?
Nah, At first,
How about
I
Big
thought that it
Shotty Lee too? How about his performance coming in, slapping Cody? That was, there was some good
Yeah.
storytelling in that match, man. They've been playing off this like the way the crowd's been going for the last couple of weeks. I love how they're incorporating that into their this like story arc.
Mhm. Dude, how about -1?
He's the
What a
best.
what a
He's so
life!
fun. He's so fun.
What a life that he has in the Dark Order right now.
He must be doing good at school because I know his mom like doesn't let him do this kind of stuff all the time, even though this is a big one. He must be doing well in class, which I'm happy for because that's what this is all about.
Yeah. How can anybody like say anything negative about him? Like,
If they do, they're a piece of shit
dude, Twitter's filled with that
with
BS.
pieces of shit, right?
Yeah,
But yeah,
I
that kid is
know.
awesome. He's a great little dude. Got to high five him one time in passing. He's an awesome little guy.
But I was
I
cracking
just
up
held
when
my
he
hand up and pointed at him, and he was just like, boom, ran and gave
uh,
me one, and that was it. That was our exchange, bro. Didn't say a word to each other.
after TJ's match, which by the way they got matching ring gear, and that kind of makes me think you see more and more women's tag teams. You see the way that Penelope and the Bunny have been teaming up. I don't know, maybe this has already been decided, but I wouldn't be surprised to see women's tag team titles at some
That's
point.
not what Zarian. I think everybody was reporting. I think it's pretty. I think I've heard it's a singles title, and it's gonna be called the TBS title,
Oh, like a women's.
women's TV title. As in, the men get the TNT title, and that's the men's TV title, and then the women get the TBS title, and that's the women's TV title. Basically, I think is the gimmick there. That was what happened last week when I was in, because I think Zarian reported that Wednesday when I was in the airport. We were talking about that because I had heard something similar. He was like, "Have you heard this? I'm about to hit the send button," and I was like, "I have heard something similar to that." And he hit the button, and it was, yeah. So I've heard something along those lines. I keep wondering why we don't have tag. I was hoping we'd get tag team titles before we get another women's singles title, but I'm pretty sure that according to what Zarian reported and what I had heard as well, that's what we're getting.
But that's cool too. I like that. I like that there's like, because it's kind of like a TV title for women, and they do a really good job of putting the women out on the show and having women's matches, especially if you take the time to watch Dark and Dark Elevation. They really do a good job of that. So there's definitely a wealth of a wealth of talent.
There's a wealth of it too, man.
Yeah.
The symbology. And there's a wealth of it.
Oh, but yeah, so I saw somebody on Twitter hating on -1 after the TJ match when he ran out and just like beeline to Ty Conti.
Well, I love CM Punk's comment. He's like, he's a smart kid, right?
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, I'm sorry, would anybody do differently? Like, come on.
Right?
Are you kidding me?
If you've been a kid, you take advantage. You do whatever. You like, you're drawn to that like a magnet. It happens.
Anyway. Did Orange Cassidy do anything in that match? Because I was looking away at certain points too. I didn't see him do anything.
That's his gimmick, isn't it?
I know, but I
didn't even notice. Was he just like this the whole time, just hanging out? I didn't even see.
Every time I looked up, he was just chilling, like back off the steps, which makes sense for in a 16-man tag match.
Well, that match was fun and so much going on. I really couldn't keep up with it all. There was just so much happening. I thought it was great, though. I thought it was very well done. For that, having that many people involved, and they had a story they needed to tell. So they were able to still work in a match that was fun. Everybody was moving, and they kept the storyline going in the match and outside of the match, too, because the whole purpose was the dissension and the split of the Dark Order, and then you had -1, bring them all together. But I thought it was interesting.
-1. It was -1 in the ladies.
It was Amanda.
This is Brodie Lee. And I love that it took a women's touch to really mend the fence and bring everything back together.
I was surprised that Anna wasn't wearing Dark Order purple tonight. She was in pink.
She was. No. She was when she first came out. She was. She had like a shirt or something on over it. And I could be wrong. Look, I'll look back, but I thought I remember saying, "Oh, is Ty wearing purple?" It's like, nah,
they both were in pink.
No, I get it because they were wearing their ring gear. But I could have sworn that Anna, when she came out for the 16-man, had like a T-shirt on or something on over that. So she was wearing the Dark Order purple. But that's why, I'm also kind of a little bit colorblind too. So at first I was looking and I was like, wait, are they wearing purple? Is Ty wearing purple? I was like, nah, that looks more like pink. but I was pretty sure Anna was wearing purple. I don't think anything happens with the Dark Order anytime soon, though. I think they stay.
I don't know. I say we have more dissension until Hangman shows up, but that's just my thoughts on that. They got to come back together, and Hangman's got to be the glue that binds them permanently back together.
Well, okay. When I said nothing happened, I meant like the story that they're telling. Like they don't patch it up. I think it continues, like you said. Maybe maybe you're right until Hangman comes back. Maybe he's the one to patch it all together. But I could see everything, all the reconciliation that happened. I can see that going right back to hell on Friday or next Monday on Being the Elite when they tell the story and it's just as simple as them fighting about something small.
So after the women's tag, what do we have pop up? What was that?
I'm just going down the order. So Leo Rush had a vignette about him.
I loved it. I loved it. And honestly, I'm gonna be honest here. I, in my history, have not been the biggest Leo Rush fan. We've had a little beef on the Twitter gimmick back and forth in the DMs before over some articles when he was in WWE and some things that he asked me to do for him, and I did, and then he just blocked me. And now we're good. He's unblocked me. I guess we're good. He hasn't had anything negative to say to me lately, but we've had some issues in the past. And I've not necessarily been the biggest Leo Rush fan, but I love that vignette. I thought it was fucking great. And I'm excited to see Leo Rush. I am. I think he's good. I think he's a tremendous wrestler. And the way that came out and presented itself, I thought it was a great character. I like the character out the gate. I think it's going to be just a good base for him to talk shit. And he's good at that. And he's good in the ring. I'm happy to see him. I'm glad he's back. I didn't know. I thought he was good. I thought he was done.
Yeah.
He said that. He said
he was done. He retired.
He's done that a few times. Times. But you know what I mean? Like Tony talked him out of it, I guess, because I thought he was just going to do the dates that he had committed to, and then he was done. So it looks like he's doing some more dates, and I'm good with that. I love Leo. I love what Leo Rush does. Honestly, the only problem I ever had with him is just the stuff that we'd gotten into beefs with on Twitter, and that's that happens sometimes. But we squash that, and I hope you move on. It's the business we're in, man. Wrestling and wrestling journalism. You're going to have times where you guys we don't necessarily get along, but hopefully it works out. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of being good at talking shit, I'm glad that Dan Lambert hasn't, in being on the microphone, hasn't completely taken the mic away from our boy Scorpio Sky and the tightest tits in the game, Ethan Page. I was cracking up when he said that, dude. I love them so much.
He does have some tight tits, though, right?
Individually and as a tag team, I just love what they're doing. And I really, really need to see Lucha Bros versus Men of the Year versus FTR in a three-way at Full Gear for the tag titles. I don't know if we're going to see FTR that quickly.
That'd be a heater. I'm interested to see who Andrade brings in. How about that? How about what Andrade says, bringing in somebody to wrestle Lucha Brothers for their AAA titles? That'll be interesting, too, to see who that is. But, yeah, FTR, I'm glad. I mean, hey, I was worried about my boy. I'm not going to lie, and I'm glad that he's good. That Chicago was really, like he said, that was the test run to see if he was going to be okay. And apparently he's good. He didn't want me to talk about it until after he knew, and he knew when he knew. And it was good. It's good. I'm glad he's back. And I'm liking the redirection. I mean, I loved their stuff last week in New York. I thought it was great. I loved their NWO inspired gimmick or gear. And I love their match with Darby and Sting. And like I'm sure they did too, because I know Cash. I know that's
like a dream come true for them.
It's dream come true. You're wrestling Sting in front of 20,000 people. I tweeted that out. I was like, it's just amazing for me to know that one of my friends is wrestling one of his idols, like childhood idols, in front of 20,000 people. Yeah, it was just I felt that for him, So I love what they're doing for them. And I mean, even though like they don't have the belts, like I think they're happy with what's going on. I love the redirection of them that we saw tonight, like the focus and the promo. That looked good. I like what we're getting, and I hope like you said, I hope we get them back in that scene. But everything they do is gold to me, man.
MJF comes out.
Wow, what a heel promo, right?
Well, actually, I like, and look, I've always been a fan of MJF.
Same. Me and his dad broke out at Revolution with Sean in the crowd because we were the only MJ fans out there.
And I loved how his parents had that sign at Arthur Ashe. I thought that was hilarious.
Right.
But here's the thing. I always appreciate MJF when he gives less. Less is more with MJF. A quick cut, quick jab says everything you need to say to be a heel. And I feel like he keeps going to the well more and more for the cheap comments. When he said what he said in Cincinnati against Brian Pillman Jr., I got it because all those people were right there in the audience and because it was the hometown crowd. But like, what was the payoff for rehashing what we all already know about Darby Allin, talking about his uncle and all of that, like just for Darby to like be above acting out. It felt like that didn't need to happen. And like, certain things like saying
Darby okayed it, obviously. Or they
no, I
wouldn't do
know
but
that,
you know
but
what I mean. So
it's not so much that it's like, oh, how could you say something so despicable, as much as like, don't you have anything wittier to say than the obvious cheap dig? That's
here's
kind
the
of what
thing.
it feels
Not
like. It feels like
everybody knows that. Not everybody knows that.
Okay. All right. I thought that they made a really, like, didn't they put it out?
Not everybody, casual fans, man. You gotta differentiate. There's people that are real fans. There's people that are casual fans. So like, I'm sitting on the couch with my buddy who's not a wrestling fan, and that promo comes on. He knows MJF is a good heel. He knows that MJF talks shit. He likes shit talkers. He likes Dan Lambert, and he likes MJF because they like entertain him because he likes good shit talking because he understands wrestling what it is. It's just shit talking and comic book come to life. So he's watching and he didn't know anything about it. And he was it sold him on like, oh shit, that's a fucking heel. You know what I mean? So, I mean, the casual fan might not know that, or people that don't watch, you know what I mean? Like, how many new fans has this company gained since CM Punk or Bryan Danielson have shown up?
That's true too. That's a good point.
You know what I mean? And like, not everybody deep dives the internet and knows everybody's back history. So like, to have him do that again as a refresher, or to like kick a dead horse while he's down, or whatever the saying that's appropriate there is, kind of makes sense because not everybody knows that story, and we got new fans, man. So, and it's just a way to reestablish him as like a next level above everybody heel too,
Sure.
And it makes Darby even more of a babyface. Like, how much more of a babyface can you put Darby? Oh, let's have the fucking biggest heel in the company talk shit about his dead uncle and just fucking be even more ruthless and cold than you already thought he was. You know, I mean, I don't know.
Well, speaking of babyfaces, but
I liked it. It was a good heel promo.
Yeah, you changed my opinion. That's for sure. But speaking of baby faces, we got a brand new babyface champ holding the TNT title. And I did not see this coming.
I did. Honestly. I hate to tell you. I didn't spoil it for you. I purposely didn't spoil it for you tonight and tell you.
I appreciate that.
I didn't tell you ahead of time. Like I talked to amongst some other colleagues. But yeah, I tweeted out, let's see if this goes down like I heard, and it did.
It's not necessarily.
So I deleted that. I deleted that because I was like, nah, don't be that guy. After people were talking shit, I was like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's not necessarily that Sammy's not ready for it, or that he doesn't deserve it, or that he want to make a good champion. I just loved everything about Miro since he struck away from the best man gimmick and is starting to do basically just this redeemer. Everything about the music, the intensity, the humor in his intensity.
You know how much more intense he's going to be now, though?
No, I get it, but I wasn't, and I'm not even mad about it. I was just expecting a little bit more dominant TNT title reign. But dude, that match was great, and the 630 looked that Sammy hit to end it
always
looked
good.
Stiff.
See, I think what we're going to get is more Miro, but I know there's another reign coming for somebody other than Sammy soon that I think I've told you about.
Yeah.
So I don't know how long this run gets, but I told you I didn't think that person was going to be Miro either. So here we go. Is this going to be the transitional run, or are we going to get a good run out of it? I don't really know. And but I like it. I like Sammy. Yeah. I like Sammy. He's fun, man. He's good.
I don't want to talk about stuff that we can't elaborate on, but I really hope that Miro doesn't get lost in the shuffle. Like, I hope he gets immediately thrown into the title picture for the world title, but it's a crowded title picture now.
It's a crowded title picture. It definitely
so
is. And Miro's got to get his rematch, right?
Yeah, but does
You'd
he win
think.
it? Does he win it? That's something you have not seen yet in AEW. You haven't seen a flip-flop title. Every
Yeah.
title change has led to a sustained title run. So,
And has there been a lot of rematches for people? I mean, a lot of people, I think, complain about not getting the rematches, right? I don't remember.
yeah.
Wasn't that something? I mean, so maybe we get his rematch later after somebody else takes the belt. I don't know. We'll see. But I don't know. I hope he doesn't get lost either because I absolutely love what Miro does, like you're saying. It's great. But that was a hell of a main event, bro. That was a hell of
Oh,
I didn't get to see the
yeah.
promo either because we started. I didn't get to see Sammy do his promo. They teased that you had to stay on for until the first commercial break of Roads to the Top to see Sammy's promo. So I didn't get to see
Oh,
Sammy's promo.
yeah, I missed that too. I missed the ad for it too, but
Yeah, that's kind of what I was joking about when you're like, "Are we pushing it back and going late?" Because I was like, "Oh, do we have to back up the start time of the podcast now?" So I have to watch Roads to the Top because because they were. I knew they were going to make you watch it somehow. So
I gotcha.
that's what I was joking about. My jokes were not hitting tonight, like bad. I joked about Cody's. I got a fucking that tweet. I put a tweet out about a text from. I got a text from the community thing promoting the John Huber Foundation. It's like Cody's community thing where he puts all of his like promotional stuff out.
Okay.
And I got that tweet during Dynamite, and I was like, "Uh-oh." Just like as a joke, and screenshotted the text from Cody because I was making a joke about the article today. People took that way wrong. I was like, "Oh fuck, I forgot Twitter doesn't have a sense of humor or understand
Yeah,
jokes."
man, you gotta be careful.
Yeah, so
The bigger
I was
you
already,
get, the
I
harder
was
you fall.
deleting it. I was deleting it because I was like, man, people aren't going to understand that joke.
That's why I like to fly low under the radar.
Yeah.
You know. But
yeah, apparently Sammy and Bobby Fish are next week on Dynamite, according to
okay.
McLovin over here on our comments on the thing. So
McLovin!
thanks, buddy.
Nice.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
nice. He told us what time it was. You know,
Dude, McLovin always tells us what time it is on these shows.
10:38.
Honestly, no, but for real, McLovin always
No, it's
knows what's
11:01.
up and always has the hot
Appreciate his watch and
deets
helping
for
out.
us.
Yeah, man, because I didn't get to see it, but yeah, I saw somebody say something in my text about Bobby Fish, and I wasn't paying attention. But yeah, I mean, I
Dude,
know he's doing
really
he's doing
want
the
Bobby
Opera
Fish.
Cup.
I really
right?
want Bobby Fish to just do well and stay healthy long enough to be able to get some success. Because I feel so bad when he gets a little bit of a push and then his knee gives out or something else happens and it's just another setback for him. So hopefully this will be the start of something new and sustained for him.
I honestly can't wait to see him and Sammy. That's gonna be fucking fire.
Yeah, but listen, we're closing in on 50 minutes. Why don't we wrap things up, buddy? Why don't we give our final takeaways
right.
from the show? Unless you have any other news that you want to talk about or elaborate on any stories that you dropped over the past few days.
I was hoping we were going to see Jake Roberts back tonight, but I know he was there. I know he was at Dynamite. I guess he was backstage, but he didn't make an appearance on the broadcast. Lance Archer didn't show up, so maybe he shows up on the Rampage tapings tonight with Archer, I guess, because I know they're still taping Rampage. So I have a feeling we see Jake the Snake tonight. That was something I was tweeting about earlier. So maybe he shows up at the Rampage taping since he wasn't on Dynamite tonight. So we'll see. I have to go back and look at the spoilers and see. But what about you? What's your takeaway from the night's broadcast? Anything you want to talk about from the show?
I am so excited on Wednesdays and Fridays just to watch live TV wrestling again.
Are you going next week, by the way?
I talked to Sam about it. I got to see. I got a midterm the next day, so I'm going to try to get everything done beforehand, and then
you need to go to that. Like McLovin just pointed out, they get the casino ladder match next week. It's the 2-year anniversary, by the way, too.
I know. You know what? Dude, I really want to go. Don't get me wrong.
Do I need to text somebody to get you in?
No. I mean, I'll pay for my ticket. Like that's
you
fine.
Should get front row. You should get front row and take a put the push podcast sign.
If you're gonna give me a front row ticket, I'll take it. But
I don't know if I can give you a front row ticket, but if you're gonna buy tickets, you should buy a front row ticket and push our podcast.
Well, whatever. But anyway, if I go, I would worry about COVID and all that.
Dude, you did COVID from being around me, so you'll be fine.
That's true. I said
I'm a
off the air, you're
fucking.
like the
Apparently, everybody's
bro.
yelling at me about spreading COVID. I'm like, I didn't spread COVID this time or last time.
Oh
You know,
yeah,
it's
that's right. You got
the burner account from who we suspect it's from. They're talking mad shit. Oh, I gotta tell you, he ran.
We'll talk
I gotta
about
tell
it
you some
later.
stuff. Anyway,
We'll talk about it later.
but
But
no,
all
yeah,
right,
you'll be
takeaways from the
fine.
show.
You'll be fine.
My takeaways from the show. I am very excited for what's on the horizon for Miro. Despite the fact that he lost the title, I love to see Anna Jay and Ty Conti in looking more and more like a tag team, and that gets me excited for what the women's division has on the horizon. Very, very excited to see FTR back in the mix, and I really am interested in what Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard are going to be doing moving forward. I really hope that there's some kind of working relationship there, on-screen working relationship that becomes a little bit more played out. And I hope that leads to the original homies of the show, the Koloff Dynasty, getting signed by AEW and coming over with Nikita Koloff. It writes itself. Tony Khan, sign these guys. It's
I was
money.
supposed to go to Neil Koloff's show on Saturday night when I got back from New York, but my buddy Jimmy no-sold my text. He was supposed to appear on it, and I'm like, supposed to be at his house at 1, and I'm like, Jimmy, what's up? He's on the show. And he's like, I'm sick. I got sick last night. I'll let you know. And he never let me know. And I'm like, well, that's a long way for me to go to like not go. So I just waited and I never went. So JLN, Jeff Lewis, Neil, if you watch this, buddy, sorry I didn't make it to your show. I blame 9. I'll talk to shit to him on when I see him Saturday for PWX. Which, have you followed the Twitter gimmick in the last day or two? What I've worked out to have the bad idea that I've had happen to me that's going to go down at PWX on Saturday. My man JD Drake is throwing me some chops. We've already got it going, and Anthony Henry, since he said since he doesn't do the chops, he's going to do some chest kicks. So that's going to suck. Yeah, so that's going to fucking suck.
Yeah. Dude, I wouldn't worry about the chest kicks.
I'm worried about those
first. Take the chest kick first. Don't take the chest kick after. I swear. Take the chest kick first. Because then.
But JD chops so hard.
But JD isn't going to send you to the hospital. So if that chest kick lands harder than he meant it to, JD can at least chop you somewhere else on your body. But a chest kick is harder to put.
He's a pro. He just got released from WWE. I think he can place a chest kick.
Look, man, I didn't go to med school. I don't know what to tell you.
You're a lawyer.
I'm lawyer-ish.
Don't give me medical advice. Anyway, the chest kick's going to happen. I was low-key worried. I'm low-key worried that since it's Anthony Henry's wrestling Minoru Suzuki, that Suzuki's going to be like, you chop too. Wow. And just like fucking kill me. Lance Archer's on the show, bro.
Oh, man. Yeah, I really like Lance Archer a lot.
Shook Dunkerton's on the show.
Lance Archer I've definitely grown on Lance Archer a lot over the past probably year. I think I got him up here somewhere.
Robbie Eagles is on the show. I think Shazza is big. I think was that Shazza's trainer.
I got so excited for a second. I thought you were going to say Shaz is on the show. I was like, she's out of lockdown.
Not yet, but she's on a podcast tonight on Fight talking about lockdown.
Oh, cool. Yeah, everybody listening. # book Shazza.
It's signed Shazza.
Oh shit, you're right. Dude, I can't do anything right. All right, well, let's get that trending too. Book Shazza, sign Shazza, pay Shazza money.
We love Shazza McKenzie. Basically, everybody follow Shazza McKenzie and support her in every way possible. She's the best.
Sam was so disappointed that she fell asleep the last time we had her on. And didn't get to say hi to her.
We had like a 2.5 hour show with her. And we just didn't stop talking and hanging out. Every time we tried to end it, she's like, nah, I got nothing better to do. It's like, all right, fuck it, let's just keep going. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right. What else am I gonna do? And it's like, that's a fair point. So we just kept rocking and rolling. But yeah, she's great. Love her to death. I hope she gets out soon.
Homie, let's wrap this up. We're back on Friday. We're gonna have our Rampage post show. I don't know who's going to be joining for that, but we have pretty much a rotating cast of supporting characters here at bodyslam.net. So we're definitely going to have a a good group of people on Friday. I'm just going to keep trying to talk about anything other than the giveaway just to mess with Cass. But as you can see, if you're watching on YouTube, you can see on the left-hand side the lovely Vanna White is holding the Edge Funko Pop, never out of the box. So that is, how do we win? How do you get this? Go over to the Twitter, bodyslam_pod, and go for the pinned tweet up top. All you need to do is take a screenshot showing that you have subscribed to us here on YouTube and put it in the comments. I'm going to pick a winner from there, and Cass is going to ship that Funko Pop out to you. Previous winners have won the Summer of Cena t-shirt. They've won a Pro Wrestling Tees produced poem by Lonnie Poffo. And for anybody who likes nostalgia and old, outdated technology, we're giving away WrestleMania DVDs as well. So we got a lot to give.
So do we have a runner-up gift this week for that? Or should I was wanting to keep this sticker, but
you can if you got more stuff you want to last minute give out, you got something else to throw on, go for it.
It's not Halloween yet. I'll save it.
All right. So we have a Funko Pop. We got some DVDs. All you got to do, make sure you head over to bodyslam_pod, like and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to us here on YouTube and check out all the homies. There's Tea and Tights. There's the Jabronis. There's Wrestling Roundup. We have a whole bunch
of Pro Wrestling Roundtable something.
Yes, Pro Wrestling Roundtable. But
my man B Double's show.
We have, which is going on right now as we speak.
Right now. But anyway,
subscribe, show some love to all of us. Thank you guys so much for listening.
Follow me on Twitter @Casshole with 3 O's. Follow BodySlam.net. Again, guys, like the video. Thank you for everything. I got more stories. We're gonna do another podcast. We got some interviews coming up. We're gonna have to book some stuff. We got some good stuff.
We have a couple interviews coming up. We're not gonna mention any names as of yet, but if you're a fan of indie wrestling, you're definitely gonna be a fan of what we got coming up. So,
yeah, and if you're gonna be in Atlantic City, you're gonna like it a lot. But guys, talk to you soon. Bye. And we're ending this.